was a misty silhouette of freaking, bringing all their most precious jewels to a savior, knowing he would soon be called the King of Kings. All alone on Christmas Day, they saw a star in the east and followed it. That marked the birthplace of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Here to give us a chance at everlasting life again. So the world so cold, you better let him in to your heart. Yeah.
Welcome to the Pen, Hook, and Needles podcast, episode 82. And our music was courtesy of Boys to Men.
And you'll have seen a nice slideshow of different nativity paintings and such through the years, hopefully.
If it works out appropriately.
Yes, I'm still to play with the program.
Let's get ourselves introduced.
Although by the time you have seen it, I will have already played with the program. Wow, this is that weird, it's like time warp.
Yes. Time-space continuum. Let's
No,
introduce ourselves.
time-space continuum was the rules for dealing with time and with different cultures who had an advance as far as... Come on, you know this.
That's the prime directive.
Okay, you're right. What was the time-space continuum then?
It has to do with... Somebody out there who's really a science fiction geek is going to come and tell us. But I think it has to do with the flow of time and what happens in time.
Okay.
Hence time, space, continuum.
So what does continuum mean?
Continuing.
Continuing?
Anyway, as I was trying to say...
Episode 82 of the Pen, Hook, and Needles podcast. This is not your local sci-fi discussion podcast.
Or it could be. But anyway, it is 2 days before Christmas, and I am Lady Fernico, also known as Marlisha. I am on Ravelry and Plurk and Instagram as Lady Fernico.
Oh, that's actually macadamia nut.
Okay.
And the peanut butter.
Anyway, I am Lady Fernico on Ravelry, Plurk, Instagram, and just about anywhere that's fiber related. And I am Shadowlight1 or Marlisha on my writer sites. That is Talia.
Also known as Franciscan Gypsy everywhere else.
Uh-huh.
Grab yourself some Christmas cookies.
Yep, and something warm to drink maybe. Oh, it's gorgeous outside. It's not really late right now, but the sun is starting to set and it's been cloudy all day. Rainy, cloudy all day. So it's
sunrise, sunset.
We're going to go to the movies tonight, so we can't do this.
What tea are you drinking?
Chai tea.
And for once, I am drinking a form of chai tea. Holiday chai.
She offered me some, but I wanted my other one first.
Because she's
I snagged one for tomorrow. What was I going to say?
Toy along, I'm presuming.
No, first I want to welcome all new and returning viewers. We thank you for tuning in with us. We know you have a lot to do, especially at this time of year, so we're glad that you
We do have one new...
I'm getting to it.
Okay.
To spend this time with us. We do have one new viewer that signed up with the group, and I thought I put it on here, but I don't think I did.
Do I need to go to Ravelry?
I think it's Black Horse. Yeah, Black Horse, who is Kim.
Hang on, let's make sure you're right.
I'm pretty sure I am.
Let's see that you're right. Let's see. That's Facebook, not Ravelry. Hold on.
And I can't see myself while we're doing this. So
she's making faces at you?
I believe it is Black Horse, who is
Hang
Kim,
on.
me and my dog, and some yarn video podcast group.
Yeah, very good, okay. Mom.
So it's Black Horse, who is Kim. She's from the Me and My Dog and Some Yarn video podcast group. She's on YouTube and on her blog, so if you want to check her out, please feel free. Welcome to you, Kim. Welcome. Yay, we are at 143 members. Just
Woo!
7 more till we hit 150. Yay. Okay. And, of course, we are welcoming all those who have not yet signed up. If you are listening to us on YouTube or on the blog as opposed to iTunes.
And by listening, you mean watching?
Watching. Feel free to join us if
I
you'd
mean,
like.
I guess you could be just listening, but...
Could be, yeah. If you haven't signed up and you'd like to, we'd love to have you. I did want to... well, I guess I can go on thank yous. we can move along to the toy along.
Which is wrapping up slowly but surely.
Yes, we only have about a week. It will close. The link will close on midnight of December 31st. So that's the midnight going into January 1st.
So it's actually midnight of January 1st because it won't be.
Yeah,
I
I always get confused with that. Anyway, it's midnight.
I will actually be home to close the thread because I work the 1st and 2nd, but I don't work the 31st.
And you have until the thread closes. So if Talia doesn't get to it till 1 a.m., you have till 1 a.m. But it officially closes at 12 midnight. And so we have...
So get those last minute projects in.
Yes, we have a bunch of very cute toys, as we've been saying. I have more toys on my queue now, overflowing with toys. And there are a couple of people who have done original toys that we would really like to see them put their toys into a form that
everyone can enjoy.
Yes.
I mean, not that we don't enjoy it when you make it, just that we want to enjoy it.
But I want to be able to enjoy it.
We want to have one for ourselves.
Yes. And because it's all about me. I want toys. So we're really enjoying the toys. And this is where I am going to mention him now. One of our new members from last week, George, who is 10 hours or less, he has donated for our toy along 3 patterns from his designs.
And he has some awesome designs.
His designs are amazing. They are crocheted or knitted, so he's got both.
I might have to make some of the baby bibs from his
he's got some fantastic stuff. I actually have started swatching for one of his. Yeah, we are blessed. We have
3 awesome designers.
We have 3 awesome designers and a total of 11 prizes.
So 11 possible winners. So hey guys.
Yes. So please feel free to. Will you leave my curls alone?
It's bouncy.
Yes, it is.
Bounce.
Anyway.
Bounce.
So we have, thank you very much, George, and thank you, Anastasia, and thank you, Melissa, right? Melissa's Patchwork Moose. Is that right?
Kathy. No,
Kate. I always
get... Because it's Kate E.
Kate E, right. I always
Melissa
get her
is Cloverbird.
Yes.
Who is in Hawaii right now.
Yeah, she's in transit to whatever she's going to Hawaii. So, Kate E. Hancock, who is Patchwork Moose. Anastasia
who has
knits.
some adorable toys.
Oh, she's fantastic.
And then Anastasia knits, who
Anastasia
does both knit or crochet.
And then 10 hours or less, who is George, and he's got some fantastic...
I totally need to make some baby bibs, but...
Oh, and that...
I need to get 20 minutely and things off.
That cowl or whatever it was that I gave you from him, that is gorgeous. George, if you're listening, can you do that in a crochet version, please? Because it's beautiful. I love it. And I know I've seen a couple of patterns that you've done in crochet, and I would love to see that in crochet. Just saying.
So, in the same vein as the toy along, once the toy along ends January 1st, the sweater knit along begins. We are going to be doing this with Katby913, who is Kathy from the Knit Nerd podcast. Yes. If you are starting a project, I guess we can say after Christmas.
Yeah, for us. The official.
Yeah, I don't know what Kathy's going to say.
The official start date is January 1st.
Yeah.
However, if you start on
you see how she just takes over? I was totally talking about this, and she just stepped in and took over. It's a shame. It really is. I'm sorry. Go on. Oh, crocodile tears. Pobrecita.
What I was trying to get to, and I'll turn it over to her again in a second, is that, because you asked me a question.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
You did, in fact.
Anyway, I did not.
It was implied. She said that we were going to be starting January 1st, which is correct. But in our toy alongs, knit alongs, whatever, we always tend to give you like a 2 or 3 week grace period. So if you say you're starting Melski Knits sweater along with the one she's doing with Mustache Podcast Group, if you start that, when does that start?
That starts the day after Christmas.
So that starts the day after Christmas. If you start the day after Christmas, that will be eligible for our sweater along in January. But the official start date is January 1st. January 1st through, I think we said
January 1st through March 30th.
Yeah. So, yeah.
After which our Autism Awareness one starts.
Yes, well, don't get ahead of us.
But just saying, people know this.
Yes, people do know this. Okay, so we will post a sweater along thread in the next week and a half or so, give or take, with the Christmas stuff going on.
And progress will be counted.
Progress
you can only
will be counted.
post one progress picture per week, I think is what we said last time.
Right. But it's just like we did for the Podiversary. You can post one project photo per week to be counted. But if you finish it, you can do one project.
You could do your progress picture and your finished
object. Exactly.
So
that's the only time you can have
let's make as much noise as we can. There we go.
Yes.
Anyway.
Are you having fun?
Yes.
She has issues.
So here comes.
Did you bark?
No. So the next problem for me comes. I have 3 sweaters currently on the needles, and I'm going to be starting another one with Mel Ski's.
That will count.
Sweater. That will count. Plus, I was talking about doing the Baldexter. It's the one with my Vivian.
I blame Kathy.
And I was like, oh, I'll just do the Mel Ski's, and that'll count for the sweater long. And Kathy's like, yeah, I was going to start a new one for January 1st and do the one for Mel Ski's.
Everything that Kathy does, Talia has to do.
And I'm like, well, I can't let Kathy have more sweaters than me on the needles. Come on now. What kind of enabler would I be if I let her have more sweaters on needles?
Kathy, it's all your fault.
It's all your fault, Kathy.
All your fault.
Everything.
We love Kathy. She's fantastic.
Yes, she is. She is an awesome podcast.
Okay. So that takes care of the sweater along and the toy along. We are going into hooks.
Yes. How many do you have?
I have.
And count your swatch, because that'll be counting as a slot.
Yeah, I didn't even count my swatch. I have 4 plus the swatch.
Okay. Does that mean a total of 5 or total?
Total 5.
Okay. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. So you first.
Okay. I'm going to start with this one, what's in my lap, because it's in my lap, and it's my.
It's in your lap? Wow.
It's my lattice trellis Afghan.
Wow, the lighting is really bad right now.
Yeah, I don't know.
You keep talking. I'm going to try to turn up some light.
Yeah. This is the lattice trellis Afghan, and it's my own design.
Does closing it help at all?
I don't know. And you can see, you know what this looks like. You've seen it several times. It's not much different. Yeah, turn on that light might help. You know what might help if we turn on the dining room light and open the curtain? Oh, that helps a little bit.
Okay, keep talking. I'm going to do that.
Okay, so this is my lattice trellis Afghan. It's my own design. I have not done too much work on this because I'm caught in Talia's yarn here because it's there. Okay. Because I've been busy with other projects. I think I've done maybe a couple rows and it's moving along fairly nicely. It's my no-brainer crocheting, and I just put it aside because I had other things that were more pressing. I'm using I think it's an H or an I hook. I can't read this.
I think that's better.
Yeah, it is. So yeah, it's moving right along. I'm using the Yarn Bee Daniel yarn in the Dawn colorways. This is my podcaster blanket colorways. I thought about calling this the podcaster blanket, but I didn't want to. So yeah, that's this.
Okay, so I guess it's me now.
It's all about you.
It always is. Okay, so you've seen Miss Sherbert, I don't know how many times. Sherbert the Lady Snake. It is a crochet snake pattern by Spotlight. I'm using a G hook. It's Yarn Bee Danielle in the colorway Vibes. And I'm using all the Hobby Lobby neon yarns except like orange and yellow. So this is for the toy long. It will not get done during the toy long. I'm probably halfway through the snake. That being said, the snake is probably about, hang on, let me see.
About 3.5 feet. 4 feet maybe?
She's a little higher than my waist.
Here, there.
Yeah, she comes right under the breast. So she's a big girl.
My husband's like, what are you going to do with that?
Dad said she's ugly.
I think she's adorable.
He made her cry snake tears.
I think she's adorable. And you might be able to hear my husband in the background.
He'll probably start playing Halo and you'll start hearing him yell at the screen.
Yeah.
But, yes. So she's a pretty snake regardless as to what Dad says. And I love her. She's big. She has many more yards of crocheting to be done. And she won't get done in time for the crochet along. I've worked on her. You can see I've worked on her. She just has a lot more work left to be done.
She keeps shedding and shedding and growing and growing.
She's a big snake. I mean, I knew in the picture it was a big snake. But I think my snakes turned out even bigger than the one in the picture. Because it showed it being as tall as the kid that was holding it.
Mhm.
This is bigger than that kid.
Mm.
He looked like he was about 10.
Oh yeah, that's not as big as a kid. A 10-year-old's bigger than that.
I guess so.
Yeah,
I guess so.
that's about a 6-year-old or an 8-year-old.
I guess you're right. But 10,
Yeah.
it's still going to be bigger than a 10.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So this is a big snake.
Okay. My next project is oh shoot, where's Lavina? Is copper.
She's in the living room. She can't hear.
The fox scarf pattern is by Bee's Knees Knitting, and
Bees knees.
I did a lot of work on this week. Let me see if I can find
The
my
bees,
bag.
they have knees.
I'm a little disorganized because I have a lot of projects to show you today. So
I'm always organized. I don't know what your problem is.
let's see what bag I'm in here. Oh, here it is. This is my Lois Serret bag that I always
Serret?
call my yes, that I always call my Monet bag. And if you remembered, I only had the those of you who watched before. I only had the legs and the nose started and stuff. This is where I'm at now. I have to fix the ears a little bit. I need to kind of pin them a little bit and tighten them up a little bit. You can see his eyes are in, and there's his nose. And
Hang on, they can't see the nose.
yeah, that has to be woven in a little bit. Here, like this.
He's dribbling out of his nose.
There.
It's
And
really quite gross.
He's about, I'm not sure how long he is. He's supposed to be 58 inches. I think he's probably about a quarter of the way through, maybe a third of the way through. I don't know if I'll have this finished on time. If not, she'll just get it for, just because. I'm actually enjoying it. It was fiddly to do the color work on this, but once I got past that, I mean, it's just pretty much straight in the round. I can't tell you much more about it because it is a paid pattern, but it's a lot of fun, and I'm enjoying it immensely. So, and I think she'll like it. I told my husband about it, and I showed it, and she says, yeah, she's really going to like it. I'm using this, I'm using the Knit Picks Brava worsted in the, let's see, what color is that? The Paprika colorway, and in black and in white. Actually, it's cream, and I'm using an eye hook for this. So, yeah, I don't think it'll be done for Christmas, but maybe. We'll see. On to you.
Okay, hold on.
Okay. My other project, this blanket, is in my M&M's bag that Talia got me from New York.
All right, I'll work on that after I just show my next thing. So I'm not going to show what's on my lap because I'm actually working on what's on my lap. I've been doing some work on the Disco Nights, which is the Tortellino pattern by Valentina Coschiani. This is for Davina for whenever the heck I decide to finish it. I'm really glad I didn't decide to keep it for myself. It's just not my colors. US 2 needle, Wild Hair Fiber Studios Pinnacle Fingering in the Neon Lights colorway. And it's supposed to be 19 inches before I start looking at the end. It's like 14. So I have quite a ways to go, especially with size 2s and fingering weight yarn.
Right. That's so pretty, though. That's so Davina.
I
actually like that. That's nice.
Well, I'm not sure what I would wear it with. Whereas I think Davina would get a kick out of it.
Well, she wears a lot of the yellows and stuff, so, and the pinks, so.
Yeah, and that particular shade of blue.
Mm-hmm.
These are just her colors.
It's almost a blue-green. Kind of a
well,
baby
it
blue.
It goes into a green. So these
Still reminds me of a heart rhythm up here.
But I hope the heart rhythm doesn't look like that because that would be V-fib.
It's almost flatlining.
Well, it'd be V-fib, which is not a rhythm that you would want because your heart's not getting appropriate blood and oxygen out to the rest of the body. It's just
and we can talk about that when we do
shaking.
our other cow.
But yes, there we go. It does not have heart rhythms on it.
It has confetti on it.
It is gorgeous for Davina.
Sky blue pink.
Yes, there is sky blue pink.
I love sky blue pink.
So, yes, this has gotten work on it. It feels like it's taking eons, but at least it's a boring knit.
And it's pretty.
Yes, it is.
So it's fun to
She'll like
work
it.
on it. Yes.
Which is all that's important.
Okay. Did you say what needle sizes? You have 2.
Yes,
okay.
I do, because it takes forever and ever and ever and ever on men on 2s.
Okay, but my next project is one that you have not seen before. A friend of mine, who will remain nameless because I think she might watch the podcast, was having a rough time, so I decided she needed something. So I sat down and picked up a pattern, and it's working up really quick. Where is my bag? Oh, it's in this one. Yes, it's in my Lois Knitting's My Bag Angel bag, and it is called, I'm calling it the Just Because wrap from the In a Day Wraplet pattern by Hannah Davis, and I'm using an H hook and Yarn Bee Soft Secret yarn in red that Talia gifted me because I didn't have it. And
do you remember what the? Oh yeah, you already said what it was.
Yeah. So I started this yesterday, and this is. Let me see. Let me just hold this stitch so I can show you where I'm at. I'm supposed to do a total of, I don't have the pattern with me right now, but I'm supposed to do a total of like 66 rows, and I think I'm on 50 something before I start the edging. I started this yesterday. Here's the bottom. It's a little bit, it's not completely, I can't see here, let's see. It's not completely a point. It's curling over on itself right now. That'll be fixed when I put the edging on it, I think. But you can see that it's kind of a, I don't know if you can see it or not, kind of a square bottom. I can't show you it because I need to tie your extra.
Oh, sorry, I was doing something.
Pull the thing straight so they can, so you can see it's not a, it's a gentle sloping kind of thing. And this is only less than 24 hours worth of work. So it's moving along very quickly. It's very soft because it is Yarn Bee yarn in the same. I think it's Simply Soft that I use for my Zarina shawl, the blue and silver shawl I have, and it's very soft and it's very drapey, and I'm hoping that this will make her feel better whenever I get it done. So yeah, that's my third whip.
Okay, so that'll bring me to the one I'm working on. Stalling. Okay, there we go.
Okay.
Talk about your swatch.
Well, why?
Because I'm... Okay, I guess I can. I guess I can.
What for do you want me to do it first? You mess up the timing of everything.
Okay. So, this I haven't worked on in forever. You might not even recognize it. But because Mom's too mean to show her thing before I was ready.
She should have been ready.
Okay, so this is the Podiversary sweater. Yeah, remember that one? It's a sugar maple pattern by Karina Spencer. It was gifted to me by Kathy, Kathy913.
Of course.
So, hey Kathy, I'm working on it. Yeah, he's playing Halo.
Yes. So if you hear booms and
yells,
and
I'm using US 3 needles. This is in the Penhook Needles colorway
by Kimberly,
yeah. R. It's her Ultra Merino 3-ply sock. And I finished binding off for the sleeves.
Oh, I see.
The
Yeah.
first sleeve is done. Hang on, let me actually hold it.
Is that long sleeve or short sleeve?
It's short sleeve.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. It goes like that.
Oh, that's pretty.
So it'll be like that.
It looks like a little poncholet.
Right now it does, yep. And you can see where I've just finished closing up this sleeve. So it'll be good for underneath sweaters and
I haven't been writing down people that we were talking about.
Yeah, that's your job. Why aren't you doing it? Shoo, Mom is mean. She doesn't do, I do all the work of putting the podcast stuff, and she doesn't keep track of the people like she's supposed to.
I had a pen, but I lost it.
You're still in the bag. Okay, here we go. I just returned it to my thing. Okay, so yeah, that's with this one. It's actually gotten some work. It'll become, when I'm tired of working on Davina's, it'll be my boring knitting because my other sweaters have lace on it. So.
Okay. Who else did we talk about?
We talked about Kathy. We talked about 10 hours or less, but he's already
on there, yeah. Anastasia and Patchwork Room's already on there. Okay. Excuse me. Another project.
Now my pen doesn't go down there. My pen goes back.
I understand.
With its notebook.
I'm not ready.
So it doesn't get lost.
I am not ready to get rid of it. Okay, I've been working on another project that I just kind of did on a whim. A little while ago, my Kindle, I thought it died on me not my fire, but my other one. I thought it died on me, and I gave it to my husband to look at, and he couldn't figure out what was wrong with it. And then we figured out that somehow the case with a little light on it was shorting. It was either shorting out or interfering with it being able to charge. So we had to take it out. But I need a cover for my Kindle. So I thought, okay, I'll just make one. So it's my own pattern. I think I'm going to the reason I haven't put this on my project page yet is because I think I'm going to have to redo it because I think I cut it too close with the cotton. It doesn't stretch enough. It fit fine when I started, but when I started doing the stitches, it
Dad,
came too
turn
close.
off the light.
Oh,
in the back. That's why it's so dark all the time.
It's okay.
He probably turned it off for Halo and didn't say anything.
Yeah. This is in the sugar and cream cotton, lily cotton, this color.
I'm sorry it's dark, guys.
Rainbow color. We should have done this a little earlier. And you can see that it looks like a scarf, but it is almost finished, but it's not quite wide enough, and I don't have my Kindle to show you, but I'm afraid that it won't stretch enough this way to make it a good fit. I may sew it together.
Yeah, it looks like a scarf right now.
Yeah, I may sew it together to see, or I may just cast it on. I may hook it up again with two extra
I think
switches.
you need to hook it up again. That's not going to stretch. That's got no stretch to it.
And I have a question. Do you think that for a Kindle cover, cotton would be too scratchy, or do you think that it would be okay? Maybe I should go with something that's a little softer. I was worried about yarn shedding, but I guess acrylic probably wouldn't shed, which is what I have. I could do it in knit picks if I had to, or even, I'm sorry, I got distracted by the swing. I thought there was an animal back there. Maybe Simply Soft or Bravo Worsted, or even I Love This Yarn might be, a softer, more viable choice if it doesn't shed. So, if you have any ideas, I'd love to hear it. I am using a size 7 hook that a family friend left to me when she couldn't crochet anymore. She was in her 90s when she was able to stop. She's no longer with us, but she left me all her crochet stuff. And I didn't know her that well. She just gave it all to me before she passed away. So yeah, that's this. Oh, I need to start another ball of yarn. Okay. Your turn.
Okay, let me get something back, and then I can do that. Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry, and this is in my Plover Bird bag.
Good, thank you for telling.
My Plover Bird teapot bag, which I love, love, love. Because it's got tea.
Okay, so the next one I have to talk about, a couple more stitches.
I actually have 2 more to do, but go ahead.
Well, then you go ahead.
Okay, this one in my, this is Plover Bird 2, isn't it? Yes. In my Plover Bird sheepy bag, I can't tell you what it is. It's a mystery project, and the person watches the podcast, so it's in here, just so you know. Okay?
It shakes.
Yes, it does. Now you can go.
And it's got sheepies.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
I've been busy this week.
Yes, you have. What I have been working on is in the llama bag.
Llama, llama, llama.
Boyfriend was saying that when he was doing karate, his nickname used to be Llama.
Creepy Llama?
No, Llama Boy, because these the people he used to do karate with are it's crazy, and they said the guy was like, "What's the most boring animal I can think of?" A llama. You're a llama boy. I was like, "Oh,
he's not
boring." I was like,
and llamas aren't boring.
Llamas are
Sky
cute.
blue pink.
You're very distractible.
Sky blue
You
pink.
see, she doesn't listen to me at all.
When she says something worth listening to, I will.
You know what? You can podcast by yourself now. So,
it's hot back here for once.
and it's dark back here.
Yeah.
I don't like podcasting this late.
Oh no! She fell into Talie's. I do apologize. If you're not conversant, it can sound like blabbering. Don't you have a stopper on it?
I do. It slipped off the stopper. That's why I freaked.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Because that would have been very upsetting. You see, this is where it slipped off.
Where'd you put that one? Huh?
No. It works. It's just you see, it works. It just slipped. It was the way it shoved in the bag. I think that's the only way I could think of.
It's very warm here today. It's actually in the 50s, which is really quite a change. It was 70 this past weekend.
So this is the Autumnal, which is Ginny's Cardigan by Mary Chiba.
Ooh. This would be really annoying for people with earbuds.
I know. So, using US 4 and US 6 needles, Yarn Bee Soft Secret in the Bittersweet colorway. I'm making size 36 and a quarter. So, turn around.
There we go.
The sleeves are attached. Not quite at the point where I have to start worrying about. It's not anywhere near being done with the shoulder, Mom.
Right. I was just trying to see if they could see what I was doing just to let them know to move.
It's so dark. You can't see any detail.
Yeah, she's got the whole. I don't know if you can see. It's very dark. We will try not to podcast so late next week.
Oh, this is disappointing. Yeah, you can't see anything. And there's nothing we can really do about the light.
Because my husband likes to play Halo in the dark, so that lighting is off.
Yeah, and we had it on for a purpose and told Davina about it, but
she might have forgotten to tell my husband. And that's okay. We'll get through this.
Disappointing, because that's like my when I worked on the mode.
And it's beautiful. I mean, she's got all this little owl detailing, and we'll show you next week.
I mean, you all have seen it like 20 million different times, but it's still disappointing. But that's like my great reveal. I always save it for last.
Yeah. My last project in progress, you would think it's going to be a swatch for my sweater, right? Wrong. I can't figure out what sweater I'm doing yet. I mean, I know what I'm doing, sort of, but yeah. So this is my, I'm doing a swatch. It's in my Lazy Gnome bag, another Lois bag, and I think this is the right bag. Oh, actually, this is my mystery one. This is it's actually my Ploverbird bag. The colors are similar, so let me see here. Yes, this is it. Yes, this is in my blue dress. I really are. This is the swatch that I started. It's so pretty. I can't believe I waited so long to use it. I have not been able to find a pattern that worked really well with it.
This is a blue dress, and she'll be like, oh, I'm going to use it for this pattern, and she'll like talk about 20 million different patterns she'll use it for.
This is so pretty, and I think my 10 hours or less pattern that I bought from George is going to do nicely with this. You can see it's a little dark, but it's actually showing up fairly well.
Well, better than my sweater did.
Yeah. The pattern is the
You're making a mess.
Stormy Seas cowl.
Woo!
That's what I want to make with this. And I had a nice conversation with him about which yarn to use. I can't find my hook. I lost it.
I heard it fall.
Yeah, I heard it fall too. I hope I don't lose my stitch. Anyway, it was very nice. He puts in his patterns. They're almost like tutorials, and he takes you step by step in what to do. It's really nice. And for someone like me who never gets gauge, he shows you if you have this many stitches per inch, then you do this to get the amount of...
Mom, your sweater's like eating my...
It's not a sweater.
Your thing's eating my sweater. Your blanket's eating my sweater. There.
It tells you how many...
how many stitches per inch. And how to make the math in
how to make the math to get the correct size. That's what I'm trying to think of. And so whether or not I get gauged isn't as important because there's the mathematics to it. I hate math, but it's better than having to...
Math can be very useful in
it can. I don't hate math. I hate math when it's not understandable. This is understandable because it's
makes sense.
It makes sense. So he writes a super pattern. If you get the chance, you should really go to his page or to his blog and see what he has. He has a lot of tutorials. Oh, good, they turned on the light.
Yay!
A lot of tutorials.
Not that it helps now, but
that explain like basic knitting, basic crocheting, and he's got all kinds of patterns. So if you're one of the lucky people who wins one of his patterns, you might have an idea of what you want to get. Okay, so I'm using, well, I think I'm going to be using an eye hook. I dropped my hook, so I can't tell you for sure. And I do not have it on my list, so I'm not going to, I'll tell you that next week. Okay.
And presumably she'll have it started.
But I need to know, well, I don't know if I'll have it started or not because
Of other things.
Christmas, but I will try. And,
Okay.
yeah, go ahead.
So, any FOs?
I do have an FO, but I don't have it with me. I gave it away. I showed you the scarf last week, those of you who saw the Shire scarf that I was doing for my friend Nancy. It has been delivered. She loved it. I love giving things to people who appreciate them. I mean, she was just really happy. I was worried about the color because the green is a little bit different. Not everybody likes that shade of green. She loves scarves. She told me so when she received the scarf, and she was really happy with it, so that made me happy. Do you have an FO?
I do. It is the Lake of Shining Waters. Is it showing up well enough? Because I can't tell.
Yeah, it's showing up a little bit. You can see the colors here. The hat, it's a slouchy hat. It's not slouching over much, but you can see here, move your hand. You can see here that it's got a little bit of space there that slouches. And there's a really pretty detailing on the top. Kind of a star.
I mean, it's really hard.
It's hard. You can't see it. It's got kind of a pinwheel kind
Can
of
I see
effect.
if I turn?
Not really. It's just too dark. It's kind of like a pinwheel kind of a set. It's beautiful.
Until my hair grows out, because I am growing it out, people can't see the hat unless it's from behind. I just have too much hair.
Yeah.
Thick hair. So
yeah.
When it grows out a bit, it'll hopefully the weight of it will.
It gets a little less curly. It's not like mine.
It's really curly when it's short, and it'll have like some curl, but it won't be all concentrated right here. Because it really takes away the effect of the hats and stuff. I don't know, maybe I'll decide to cut it right after I grow it out, but who knows.
What did I do with my show notes? Oh, there they are.
But that's my FO.
Okay.
I'm really happy with it. This is the first time I've really had to wear it, because I finished it on Saturday, I think. It hasn't been done very long.
Do you have any...
No, I finished it Friday, because I blocked it on Friday night.
Okay, so do you have any rough draft or writer's block?
No.
Okay, I don't either, although I'm contemplating scrapping a couple of projects. You'll hear about those later if I decide to do that before the beginning of the year. Next on the hooks and needles, we basically told you. I mean, with the sweater long coming on and the toy long still working out. I do want to finish my Lady Blue hat. Do you have any?
The box elder cardigan would be the one with the villainous that I might start at the beginning of the year. It'll be that and the Himalaya sweater, which I'm going to be starting, well, on Thursday.
Oh, I do have something that I might be doing. Actually, I'm not sure if I'm doing both of these or one of these, and this kind of goes into stash enhancements. This little pattern here, which is a free pattern, my Talia's friend Elizabeth is having a baby. This is an angel, and I think it's put out by Suncatcher Eyes. It's a free pattern. And so I might be doing that, and I probably will be doing this. Find it here. I'll probably do the bunny. So that's something I need to get a move on because she's due in the middle of January, and they might induce her earlier. So, okay, so that's that. Do you have royalties?
No, I do not.
Okay, I do have some. I have the Ravelry patterns that I picked up. I showed you one of them there, and that's actually a Suncatcher pattern. But I also had some Wolf Farm goodies. I had the 20% coupon, so I went ahead and picked up some more bath salts, and I didn't show them to you because, you know, you already saw them. So, you have anything autobiography?
I got some writing done, but not much.
I definitely got an autobiography. Obsessions.
Well, that autobiography is Obsessions.
Okay, well we have, we also have Christmas, which is a big deal. You know, we're getting ready for Christmas. We're going to go to Mass tomorrow, and and then, gosh, it's hard to believe Christmas is already almost here. So
I work Christmas night.
But at least she's home for Christmas Eve, which is important because we go to Mass on Christmas Eve, and we can go as a family. So that's really good. I wrote about 500 words. I've been thinking a lot about the shared story, reading a lot about it, and hoping to get back into my writing if I can just get myself in gear. Now, Kathy, you've been enabling Talia for sweaters. I know you write. Do something to enable me to write. I am making you the official pen, hook, and needles enabler. But,
What else did I just do?
okay,
This is like this.
didactic. Do you have any didactic?
Hold on. Like that, and then like this. No, I do not have any didactic.
Okay.
And then like that.
So I guess we're up to, oh, you didn't tell them about your date.
Oh, well, hold on. Can you make stuff up? I'm in the middle of a very
Make some
complicated
stuff? No, I don't want to. I can give you acknowledgments.
Okay, good. Go ahead and acknowledge people.
Okay, we have 3 acknowledgments. I've already mentioned them at the beginning of the podcast, but I wanted to make sure we mentioned them again. We have Anastasia Knits Designs, Anastasia, who has provided us with 5 patterns for the toy along. Excited about that. And we have Patchwork Moose, who is Katie Hancock, and she has given us 3 lovely patterns to be distributed among 3 lucky winners of the toy along. You're all winners, but you know what I mean. The random number generator winners.
Yes, the ones who won patterns.
Yes, so, and they're lovely, and she has a new one up, I think, doesn't she now? Is the reindeer out now?
I think the reindeer might be out now.
Yeah, so she has a lot of nice patterns there. And then 10 Hours or Less, who is George, who also has given us 3 patterns for the toy along, and we are very excited. We're very blessed to have such talented designers sponsoring the toy along for us. We're excited about that. Yay! I'm so jealous for you guys. That's so exciting.
I know, seriously. Okay, I have fixed it.
Okay.
So, went to
Don't forget to tell the funny story.
Gosh, Mom, you ruin everything.
Because I don't want you to forget.
Yes, because I would totally forget.
I think you would because you forgot.
You have other eye.
What?
You got it. It was just something underneath your
Okay.
eye. So we went to the Nutcracker on Saturday. We saw it at George Mason. Sorry, George Mason College, right here, about 45 minutes away from us. Which was fun. We got all dressed up and stuff.
They look very nice.
And he got us. They called it a box seat. Is basically 2 seats
in a box.
Well, 2 seats are kind of separated from most of the other people by a pillar, and gave us like a view straight into the orchestra pits. We were on the right side of the theater, but it was good. I was very tired, so I kept dropping off. I don't think he really noticed. He said he wouldn't have minded though if he had. Who's dinging me?
Is that Paul or is that him?
Himself doesn't have a text
oh, that's right.
capacity
so
where he's at
Paul.
right now. Plus, whoever it was completely derailed me. Anyway, so it was good, but the lights turned on and we left, and he calls me back the next day to say, oh, by the way, we left at intermission. So nice, good cultured us. We totally left it at intermission. I think it was funny.
I do. I think it was hysterical. I didn't have to stay up so late to wait for them to get home.
Yeah, we were like, oh, yay, sweet. Finished earlier than we thought. Let's go and eat.
I mean, they were planning on doing that anyway.
Yes, but
yeah, it was kind of funny because I heard my phone ringing, and I can't get to it, of course, because it's stuck in the bottom of my purse. So she calls, because we asked her to call because I was going to go ahead and go to bed, because I figured they were going to be in around 1 o'clock. So I tried to get to my phone. By the time I get to my phone, I'm trying to call her back, and she's trying to call the house. So I go to the phone, and my phone had fallen off my desk, so I can't get to that phone either. So I finally get a hold of her. It was like a comedy of errors. It was really funny. So I wasn't expecting to hear from her until at least 11:30, and it was about 9:45.
Yeah, because we got an hour earlier than we're supposed to.
Yeah, it was pretty funny.
It was good. The little girls were cute who were dancing. They kept trying to go to the set position or whatever. I forget what it's called, where they basically stand there with their legs like that.
Right.
And you could see the little girls like readjusting their feet because they keep losing their balance.
That's cute.
So, but it was fun, even if we did leave at intermission. He's a little embarrassed about it, even though it's a good story.
Yeah, I mean, that's the things you tell people about later on. It's just fun. So, yeah, I thought it was cute.
Yeah.
My husband thought it was funny.
Yes. So is everyone else that I've told the story to.
Mm-hmm.
He's not going to be able to live it down, poor guy. Hey, I didn't know any difference, and I got an awesome story out of it, so.
Okay, do you have anything else you want to say?
No, we probably should go because the lights are going dim, and I need to see who texted me and call the boyfriend.
And we need to get ready for the movie
Good
too.
heavens,
So,
person.
we wish you a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Although we'll probably see you before the New Year, God willing. We will be podcasting.
This is him.
Next Tuesday. So, happy crocheting, happy knitting, Merry Christmas, and God bless. This is Pen Hook and Needles Podcast, episode 82, and that's a wrap.
Bye.